Hello everyone, Justin here, and today I'm going to show you how to draw this peony flower, which starts out as a round bud, and as the petals come out, they maintain their concave shape attached at the middle. So let's start by drawing the center section where the reproductive structures are, and this will be anchored towards the left, and start drawing in the basic shapes of the petals. So always try to look at the most basic shapes possible first before you start adding any details, as I'm doing here. The ones in the front will be foreshortened and tend to have more of a bean shape. So go ahead and put these in. I usually go from front to back, and it'll be a little bit clearer as we go along. This eliminates the problems of overlapping issues. So now I'm starting to put in some of the detail, primarily how the outer edge of the petal kind of curves inward. So like right here, I'm drawing the actual outer edge of the petal. Keep in mind that it's going to curve inward, and you'll see the outer part surface on this section right here of the petal. So again, going from front to back, you kind of eliminate the parts that are hidden. So just go slowly. I usually add the outer edge, which is curved inward, last, just like right here. And just start putting in the petals. Make sure that the edges are not too regular, because they are irregular. And while you're doing this, you can add some of these lines which shows the contour of the surface of the petals. Again, the outer part curving inward, and this will be more clear as we finalize the details. Again, here you can see the outer edge, outer surface of the petal curving in, and I indicate that with a few lines right here. And later on, as we use the ink, the pens to do this, we'll vary the line width by using different thickness pens. So continuing on, keep in mind, even though we drew our initial lines, you don't have to be exact as far as following them. Feel free to change and erase as needed. And now I'm drawing the reproductive parts here that are in the center, and these are just really long rounded rectangles with ovals for the center area. And these will be a little bit clearer once we get to inking it in. We'll add the stalk, of course, and the parts that initially covered the bud when it was still a bud, and now they're kind of hanging down. These are typically green or the same color as the stalk or stem. So now I'm using a slightly thicker pen here for the outlines. And as I mentioned, I will use a thinner pen for the finer details. So I'm just using micron pens here, and I switched to a thinner pen here for the center section as well as the details. Notice my use of the fine lines to indicate the direction and the texture of the petals. Notice the direction of the lines, which really differentiates the outer surface versus the inner surface of each petal, and really shows how the petals have a concave shape to them. Notice also how I get the lines much closer together with more lines for the shadow areas, and this kind of gives it a little bit more depth, like right here, as well as I'm going to do the same thing for the leaves there and the stem. to show that it's a darker color, like right here. So that's pretty much it for this peony. Notice here too, I'm adding a little bit more shadows and outlining it a little bit more with a thicker micron pen. So that's it. Erase all your pencil lines, and I think I'll also shade this with a pencil just for fun in another video. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.